Okay, just want to show people how I videotape while I'm shooting, while I'm rabbit hunting. This is my Taurus circuit judge. The gun's unloaded. Got a couple plugs in there, so I can use 3 shots. But in Ohio, it's legal to use 5 shots for small game, but I just always have 3 shots in there. So anyway, I've used video glasses, which work okay, except you got the head movement. And this one's, it's just got that fisheye look because of the big round lens, which I don't like, but it still works okay. Then I got the Sony Action Cam, which has a great picture, great quality picture. The sound is not the greatest because it's in the case, but I made a bracket to where I can take it out of the case and still use it, but it just can go on your hat. That's why I use it. I use it mainly for fishing a lot. I have used it hunting when it's raining because it's in a waterproof case, so you can go pouring down rain and still videotape, which you can't with a handheld. And then I used to use that, the PlaySport, Kodak PlaySport, which is okay, but I just don't like it. And what I got in my hand is my Sony camera and handheld, which I'm filming with right now. Full HD, great video quality, great sound, and it's got the zoom, which none of these other ones have. And it's just I just like it. I'll use this over any of these unless it's raining. I'll use this one. And the way I've been doing it, the way I used to do it, I used to take my handheld that I'm using in my right hand right now, put it in my left hand, put my hand through the strap, and set the camera on top of my hand. And I'd have it on there, so I was able to rest the gun on my knuckles, my barrel of my gun, and I'm able to shoot that way. Except you had the little bouncing around on it when you're walking and stuff, but you were still able, even when you took the barrel off your hand, you were still able to shoot a video, and not on your head where your head's jerking around back and forth. But now what I do is I use this little Gorilla tripod, and I'll have my Sony Handycam on it, not this. I just put this camera on to show you, and I'll have it on there, and I can hold the camera and I can rest the barrel on the legs. These legs are made to rotate all different ways, so I just keep it in like a U position. I can hold the camera up, put the barrel on, have the gun up against my shoulder, and zoom around, and still film and still get the shot off. Sorry about the basement. I just got all our Christmas ornaments and tree out and all that stuff. But anyway, let me get the gun. It is empty, and I'll see if I can put it up against my shoulder and show you how I use it on here. It works great. And then if you're not got the gun up, I'd take the gun off, and you can still get a really nice video, and it really holds still on this base, and you can still videotape the dogs and the other hunters or whatever you want to videotape with it in your hand. So that's, to me, that's a big plus. And you still got your right hand free to take your gun off. I keep a sling on my gun, and I can still use my right hand to get my gun off and leave this in my hand. And I can wear heavy gloves. When I had it on my top of my hand, I couldn't wear heavy gloves. So this thing, I can use heavy gloves, and I just hit the switch of my handheld with my other hand to turn the camera off and on. So it works out good. Let me get the gun. Okay, now I'm trying to hold the gun up to my shoulder, which is kind of hard because I got my handheld in my hand. But anyway, gives you an idea how I do it. and I could just leave the gun up and film. I also have a bracket that goes on top of my gun. I can mount the camera to the gun, but then I had to take it off if I throw the gun over my back or something like that. It's a pain in the butt. So this is the easiest way I found. So, and that's how I do it. And you just wait for the rabbit and bang, you shoot it. And you can see what's going on with the viewfinder. And you can't with all these other ones because they don't have viewfinders. Another thing, I don't have my camera bag down here, but I can turn it upside down. I have the camera bag over my shoulder, and I can stick the camera in there with the legs sticking out and still carry the camera around without worrying about it falling on the ground if I'm not using it or have to grab the dogs or walking pretty far or something like that. So the camera's in the case and the legs are hanging over and it stays right in there. And that's how I do it. Talk to y'all later.
Here, brother! Come closer. You've stirred up hell. A man after my own heart. Here I have a more suitable gun for you. You'll need it. Catch. Good. Now, keep it close. My advice to you is aim for the head. Hush. Stay calm.